Hey guys, this is Sujoy over here again. Today I'm going to be talking about hotel racism in Thailand. Um, I'm not only going to be talking about hotel racism, but also, if you're booking a studio apartment using these booking sites like bookings.com, Agoda, or, even Airbnb to a certain extent, or even if you just go out and just do a direct booking without using these booking sites when you're in Thailand. So these are my personal experiences. um, I haven't been, I'm going to talk specifically about Bangkok. I'm not, I don't know much about Pattaya and other regions in Thailand, but especially I'm going to focus on Bangkok. So these are my personal experiences, as an Indian. So I'm originally from India, and I'm well traveled, and I've been to US. I did my college over there, and I've lived in Europe for many years, and so I'm a pretty well traveled guy, even in Southeast Asia, living in Vietnam for 5 years now. This has been my personal experience of facing hotel and studio apartment racisms here in Bangkok as an Indian. So, if you're a person of color, like if you have brown skin, um, or even if you're a black person, so this has been my experience. The first thing what I can notice is it's happened to me with a couple of stays over here. This is not only one stay, like I've been to Thailand, Bangkok many times. I'm just going to talk about this situation in general. So, the first thing is the cold reception, the cold welcoming. It's happened to me a couple of times. Like when I check into the hotel or to the studio apartment, the reception people, they're not very warm and welcoming. They have that unwelcoming attitude usually. um, and they just it's just like a very cold kind of a feeling. You don't feel like, okay, there's nothing like, hello, how are you, welcome to. It's like a cold kind of a welcoming. um, and then, like, say for example, the room which you have selected, using these booking sites, or you know they're not exactly the same as in the picture, because from my personal experience, most of those pictures, they have either been photoshopped, or the pictures have been taken from different angles to make the rooms a little bit bigger, or maybe they show that you have a sofa in the room, you have a furniture in the room, and when you check into that room, you don't have those facilities, or lack of amenities inside the room when you check in, or maybe it's not a very clean room, it's unhygienic, or maybe the room has a foul smell, or maybe there are certain things broken in the room, which makes your experience very dissatisfying. So this has happened to me a couple of times. Especially you got to be very careful if you're going to be coming here for if you're going to be coming here for a long stay, like if you're going to be staying here for 2 weeks. You have to be very careful. I would recommend that you book up your stay initially for a few days, and if you're happy with the service, then you can extend it up a bit more longer. I mean, that's what I do nowadays. If I'm going to come to Thailand, I'm just going to book it for 3 nights. I want to test it out. If everything is fine, if I'm happy with the service, I can extend it for another 1 week. And if I'm still happy with that, I'll even further extend it up. So so yeah, the service, the room, the quality of the room. The third thing which I've noticed is that like the room cleaning. Okay, the room cleaning, like just hold on a minute. Let me just turn on the aircon. Okay, sorry guys. Yeah. So let's talk about the room cleaning. I mean, I've noticed that the people living around me, like usually when I check into a serviced apartment or in a hotel, the room cleaners, they will clean everyone's room every day. They don't need to be, the guests don't need to even request that. It's done every day. But in my case, it's not that. I get the room cleaning never happens to me. I mean, my room doesn't get cleaned every day. Okay, on a daily basis. I mean, I have to request if when I want the room cleaning, and that's a bit odd because like even if it's mentioned on the website that room cleaning is done on every day, you'll get fresh towels every day. That's not happening. So I mean, these are the kind of discriminations which I've faced as an Indian when visiting Thailand, especially in Bangkok. You don't get the daily room cleaning service. You don't get daily fresh towels. They just kind of keep you isolated, separated. They like segregate you. And even when you are like asking for a room cleaning, especially when these room cleaners they come to clean your room, they're like so fucking arrogant and rude. As if they don't want to come and clean your room. I mean, you're at the end of the day, you're fucking paying money. You know, you're fucking paying money for a good service. So why do all this racism and discrimination nonsense out here in Bangkok? Towards Indian nationals. I mean, it's just a bit surprising and shocking that most Thai people are influenced with Indian culture. They're praying Indian gods and everything, but when they're actually interacting with Indian tourists here in Thailand, not many of us are getting treated fairly, especially when we're checking into hotels and serviced apartments. Or, I've even faced these kind of situations where, before checking in, the owner would be very proactive in communicating with me using the Line app or something. Or maybe for the first 2 3 days, they'll be extra super nice. They'll be very proactive and everything. But then afterwards, it just dies down. I mean, they stop communicating better with you. The owner tries to avoid you, just gives you one line messages, does not take a proactive approach. And you face all these these cold hospitalities, when you're staying in hotels and apartments and in service apartments here in Bangkok. I've had situations also where some guy coming to give me a towel, and I open the door, and that type person, he looks at me with hate. I mean, complete hate. His eyes with complete hate. And I mean, he doesn't verbally say anything to me, but it's happened to me a couple of times. Like if I want to ask out something, like I need some. Can you get me this or something? They come and serve me with complete hate. They look at you as if you're a piece of shit. Um, you know, um, yeah, and also it's happened to me like sometimes like the reception phones, they don't work. Or maybe the floor, the room is, a couple of things in the room are broken. And they don't want to come and fix it. Or maybe the aircon is not working properly. They say that okay, we'll come and fix it tomorrow or something, but that never happens. Or maybe the maybe the water, the coffee maker heater, is not working, or it's broken or something. And uh Okay, and now let's talk about the price. Okay, like sometimes they will charge you higher per night. You know, um, I mean it applies in Thailand, especially if you're a foreigner, if you're a Falang, but it also applies for Indian nationals. They'll charge you a bit higher because I'm sure Thai people are paying half the money what an expat would be paying if he or she wants to stay for 2 weeks or even rent a service apartment for a month. But I mean, you cannot argue with these people. I mean, they're just like, you fucking take it or not. So it's up on your face. So yeah, the price discrimination is there. Customer service is not always the best, especially if you're an Indian. Chances are you will face poor customer service. You will not get daily room cleanings. You'll have to request. I've even had these fucking situations where the room cleaning guy comes to my room and he tells me what needs to be done. He tells me, what do you want? You want the floor? I mean, I have to tell him, okay, can you clean the floor? I need some fresh towels. I mean, these kind of. I mean, how why the fuck are you hiring these people? I mean, knowing that COVID was such a difficult time here in Thailand, and now after COVID, when the Indian tourists started to pour in money in Thailand for tourism, why the fuck are you still giving us a hard time? I mean, Indians in general in Thailand, especially in Bangkok, are looked upon as disgust, and they're looked upon with hate. And I don't hate anyone. I mean, no matter where you're coming from, even if you're an African or you're Chinese or you're from anywhere else, I don't care about your skin color or your nationality. If you're a good person, if you treat me right, if you give me good customer service, I will definitely give you a 5-star rating. And I mean, these people fail out to understand that we're going to be giving reviews at the end of the day. And, that really impacts your business. So why give such a bad fucking time? I mean, so that's what I'm talking about. Like, if you're an Indian tourist, you will face discrimination and racism, especially if you're booking hotels in Thailand, like in Bangkok or in Pattaya. I'm not saying all the hotels do that, but there are high chances where you will encounter all this. You may not get daily room cleaning, you will get rude service, you will get people looking at you with hate. The ones who are working in the hotel, they talk very shitty with you. They don't have that warm hospitality attitude towards you if you're an Indian. They will give you the cold reply. They'll try to avoid you during your stay. Like, okay, you just pay the fucking money, but we don't care about you. If you're dead or alive. So I think the Thai tourism industry should really look into this, and even the Thai tourist police or industry, they should actually evaluate all these hotels based on reviews, based on what kind of experiences most Indian tourists are facing in the hotels, the experiences which you face here in hotels here in Thailand. Because I'm pretty sure that when Thai tourists come and stay in hotels in back home in my country, they're given 5-star treatment. And even if there is some slightest issue or problem, it is definitely taken care of proactively. It's not like here, like they will like, okay, fine, we'll look into that, but nothing is happening. So I think it's time, like Thailand should look into, stopping all this racism and discrimination policy towards Indian tourists, who are booking hotels and service apartments here in Bangkok, especially, and maybe even in Pattaya. I mean, I've stayed in a hotel in Pattaya, but that was for 2 nights. I didn't have any bad experiences, but this has happened to me repeatedly here in Bangkok. And so, yeah, you need to look into all this. I mean, there should be a thorough evaluation of these properties and all these hotels. There should be equal employment, equal every all guests should be treated equally, and that's the number one rule in the hiring process when you're hiring the staffs in the hotels and service apartments. Don't discriminate Indians, Africans, Chinese, or from wherever they come from. So these are just of my personal experiences here in booking hotels and service apartments here in Bangkok, in Thailand. So yeah, I mean, these are my personal experiences entirely, and I'm going to be disabling the comment section because I don't want haters to, pouring in their stuff. But I'm pretty sure that if you go through, I'm pretty sure many of my fellow Indian brothers and sisters have encountered these kind of problems, and even scams, and asking for large deposits. When you're going to be checking into these hotels and apartments and everything, and giving you that second class treatment. But yeah, if you're a white person, okay, there's a lot of white privilege here in Thailand, so you'll be getting the best of treatment. You'll have all the smiles in the world. You will be treated completely differently. So I mean, for fuck's sake, this is the 21st century. So Thailand, you guys really need to step it up over here, especially here in Bangkok. Stop looking at Indian nationals like some kind of disgust or some kind of filthy creatures. So that's all I got to say. This was me, Sujoy, signing out. Peace out.